On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Faucet.
A device for controlling the flow of liquid from a pipe.
Examples:
A water faucet. Faucet handle. I turned on the faucet to wash my hands.
Perennial.
Lasting for an indefinitely long time, enduring.
Examples:
Perennial battle. Perennial asthma. The perennial flowers returned yearly, providing a beautiful display in the garden.
Rabbi.
A Jewish religious leader or a Jewish scholar or teacher.
Examples:
Son of a rabbi. The city's communal rabbi. The chief rabbi chanted a prayer.
Monk.
A member of a religious community of men living under vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Examples:
Monk lifestyle. Cloistered monk. The ascetic monk spent his days in prayer and contemplation in the monastery.
Nun.
A woman who has taken religious vows and is a member of a monastic community.
Examples:
Nun habit. Meditating nun. The cloistered nun devoted her life to serving the poor and marginalized.
Clog.
To obstruct or block up a passage, pipe, or system with an accumulation of thick or sticky matter, to impede or hinder the progress or movement of something.
Examples:
Clog a filter. Clog artery. The drain was clogged with hair and needed to be cleaned out.
Disturb.
To interrupt someone who is trying to work, sleep, etc.
Examples:
Disturb the peace. Disturb his sleep. Tourists frequently disturb the island's delicate natural balance.
Innate.
Existing naturally or from birth, inherent or inborn, not acquired or learned through experience.
Examples:
Innate ability. Innate quality. The belief in innate human goodness is a common philosophical concept.
Cessation.
The act of stopping or coming to an end, a temporary or permanent discontinuance of an activity or state.
Examples:
cessation from work, cessation of smoking. The government called for an immediate cessation of hostilities between the two countries.
Positron.
An antiparticle of the electron with a positive charge that has the same mass as the electron but an opposite charge.
Examples:
positron emission, positron annihilation. Positron emission tomography, or PET, is a medical imaging technique.
Tomography.
A diagnostic imaging technique used to produce detailed images of structures inside the body, typically by using X-rays, CT scans, or ultrasound.
Examples:
acoustic tomography, tomography image. The tomography scan showed a clear image of the patient's internal organs.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
improvisation on stage, jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Angioplasty.
A medical procedure used to widen or unblock narrowed or obstructed blood vessels, especially arteries, typically involving the insertion of a thin tube, catheter, into the affected area and the inflation of a balloon to reopen the vessel or the placement of a stent to keep the vessel open.
Examples:
renal angioplasty, successful angioplasty. The patient underwent an angioplasty to open up the blocked arteries in his heart.
Medically.
In a way that relates to the practice of medicine and the treatment of illness and injury.
Examples:
medically endorsed method, in a medically effective manner. A decade ago, it was medically impossible to cure this disease completely.
Smoker.
A person who smokes tobacco regularly, or a device used for smoking.
Examples:
smoker behavior, an inveterate smoker. Many smokers are aware of the health risks associated with smoking, but find it difficult to quit.
Motto.
A phrase or slogan that expresses a guiding principle or goal.
Examples:
the motto for safe traffic, company motto. The company's motto is innovation and service, which is reflected in its products and customer support.
Loneliness.
A state or feeling of being unhappy because you have no connection with other people.
Examples:
a strong sense of loneliness, remedy loneliness. I realize the loneliness of a single life.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples.
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Emphysema.
A chronic respiratory disease often caused by smoking or exposure to air pollutants, characterized by damage to the lungs over time, which results in shortness of breath and other respiratory symptoms.
Examples.
Emphysema treatment. Chronic emphysema. The onset of emphysema can be gradual, with symptoms appearing over several years.
Impotent.
Lacking power or ability to change things or to influence a situation.
Examples.
An impotent feeling. Sexually impotent. Modern medicine was largely impotent against the disease.
Erectile.
Characterized by the ability to become physically erect, particularly in sexual function.
Examples.
Erectile dysfunction. Erectile tissues. The drug was found to have significant erectile side effects in clinical trials.
Nicotine.
A colorless, oily, poisonous chemical compound found in tobacco leaves, which is highly addictive and acts as a stimulant, affecting the nervous system.
Examples.
Nicotine patch. Nicotine replacement therapy. Smoking cigarettes exposes the body to high levels of nicotine, which can be addictive.
Constrict.
To make something narrow or tight, often restricting movement or flow, to become narrow or tighter.
Examples.
Constrict blood vessels. Constrict freedom. The snake's muscles began to constrict around its prey.
Lethargic.
Feeling sluggish or drowsy, lacking energy or enthusiasm, apathetic, inactive.
Examples.
Lethargic performance. Lethargic response. The medication made him feel lethargic and drowsy.
Thanksgiving.
An annual holiday celebrated primarily in the United States and Canada, typically observed on the fourth Thursday in November in the U.S. and on the second Monday in October in Canada, that commemorates the giving of thanks for the blessings of the previous year.
Examples.
Thanksgiving traditions. Thanksgiving parade. My family gathers together every year for Thanksgiving dinner.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples.
A few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Paradox.
A statement, situation, or person that has two opposite facts or features and therefore seems impossible, is difficult to understand, or is strange.
Examples.
French paradox. The paradox of the heap. There are many theories to explain this paradox.
Obese.
Excessively overweight, particularly to the point of being a serious health risk, having a body mass index, BMI, of 30 or more.
Examples:
Obese individuals, obese children. The doctor warned him that his obese condition put him at risk for numerous health problems.
Carbohydrate.
Also carb, any of a class of organic compounds that include sugars, starch, and cellulose and are a principal source of energy in the diet of animals.
Examples:
Complex carbohydrate, carbohydrate metabolism. Foods high in carbohydrates include bread, pasta, and rice.
Satiety.
The state of being completely satisfied, especially after having eaten enough food, the feeling of having had enough to eat or a sense of fullness.
Examples:
Satiety level, satiety center. After eating a big meal, the feeling of satiety sets in, and you no longer feel hungry.
Whammy.
A powerful or devastating effect or influence, double whammy, an adverse effect that is compounded by another negative effect.
Examples:
Whammy of bad news. Get the double whammy. The company's stock took a whammy after the scandal broke.
Pancreas.
A glandular organ in the digestive system that produces several important hormones, including insulin and glucagon, as well as digestive enzymes that help break down food in the small intestine.
Examples:
Pancreas inflammation, pancreas function. The endocrine function of the pancreas involves the secretion of hormones such as insulin.
Rind.
The tough outer layer of something, such as a fruit or cheese, a strip or ring of the outer skin, covering, or layer on an object.
Examples:
Orange rind, cheese rind. The cheese had a thick rind that needed to be removed before eating.
Sausage.
A type of meat product usually made from pork, beef, or poultry, chopped into small pieces, put in a long tube of skin, then cooked or served cold in thin slices.
Examples:
Beef sausage, German sausage. The mother sliced off a piece of sausage.
Amphetamine.
A synthetic stimulant drug that affects the central nervous system, typically prescribed to treat conditions such as attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, and narcolepsy, known to increase alertness, focus, and energy levels.
Examples:
Amphetamine addiction, amphetamine-based medication. The abuse of amphetamine can have serious and long-lasting health effects.
Constipation.
A condition in which bowel movements occur less frequently or with difficulty, often resulting in hard, dry stools and discomfort or pain during elimination.
Examples:
Constipation relief, chronic constipation. The patient complained of constipation, and the doctor recommended increasing their daily fiber intake.
Excrete.
To discharge waste matter, such as urine or feces, from the body or a cell or gland.
Examples:
Excrete a sticky liquid. Excrete waste products. The body excretes excess salt through urine to maintain proper electrolyte balance.
Perspiration.
The act or process of sweating, the sweat exuded from the sweat glands.
Examples:
Perspiration stain. Excessive perspiration. The intense workout left him drenched in perspiration.
Deforestation.
The act of cutting down or burning trees in a large area.
Examples:
Deforestation of the tropics. The lowest deforestation rate. Large-scale deforestation also has a significant impact on marine ecosystems in the area.
Biopsy.
The process of removing and examining tissue from the body of the sick person to determine the existence or cause of a disease.
Examples:
Biopsy of bone marrow. Liquid biopsy. The doctor performed an excisional breast biopsy.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Spectroscope.
An optical instrument used for spectrographic analysis, equals measurement of properties of light over a specific portion of the electromagnetic spectrum.
Examples:
Infrared spectroscope. Fourier spectroscope. An X-ray spectroscope can determine the composition of the elements in a sample.
Recurrence.
The act of happening again or recurring, the return of something, such as a disease or symptom, after a period of abatement or remission.
Examples:
Recurrence rate. Recurrence after chemotherapy. The recurrence of the flu every winter is a common occurrence.
Apropos.
Concerning a particular topic, fitting or appropriate in a given situation, adverb, at the right time, incidentally, or by the way.
Examples:
Apropos expression. Arrived apropos. His apropos of nothing comment about the weather caught everyone off guard during the business meeting.
Overeat.
To eat more food than one needs or can comfortably consume, often to the point of discomfort or illness.
Examples:
Overeat snacks. Overeat in response to pressures. I always seem to overeat when I eat at a restaurant.
Intimacy.
Close familiarity or friendship, a close, familiar, and usually affectionate or loving personal relationship with another person.
Examples.
On terms of intimacy. Build intimacy. They were looking for intimacy in their relationship and wanted to be close to each other.
Altruism.
The belief or practice of disinterested and selfless concern for the well-being of others, unselfish devotion to the welfare of others, often expressed as acts of kindness or charity.
Examples.
Acts of altruism. Altruism in society. His act of volunteering at the homeless shelter was a clear example of practical altruism.
Metastatic.
Used to describe cancer cells that have spread from the primary site of origin to other parts of the body through the bloodstream or lymphatic system.
Examples.
Metastatic disease. Metastatic spreading. Metastatic cancer has spread from its original site to other body parts.
Nurture.
To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something while they are growing and developing.
Examples.
Nurture love. Nurture his talents. Schools should nurture children's mutual interest spirit.
Lancet.
A sharp, pointed surgical instrument used for making incisions or punctures, typically in medical procedures.
Examples.
Lancet device. Surgical lancet. The doctor used a lancet for a small incision on the patient's skin.
Sanskrit.
An ancient language of India and an important sacred language in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism, used as a scholarly and literary language in South Asia for thousands of years.
Examples.
Sanskrit language. Sanskrit literature. Some Indian classical dances and music are based on Sanskrit scriptures and texts.
Yoke.
A wooden or metal bar, often fitted across the necks of two animals, used to connect them for working together. A burden, oppression, or subjugation, verb, to join together or connect two or more things in a way that they function as one.
Examples.
Yoke up a horse. Under the yoke of slavery. The plow was attached to the yoke, allowing the farmer to till the soil. Oncology. The branch of medicine that deals with the study and treatment of tumors, especially malignancies.
Examples.
Oncology center. Modern oncology treatment. The pharmaceutical company unveiled its latest breakthrough drug for the oncology market.
Cardiologist.
A medical doctor who specializes in the study and treatment of the heart and the circulatory system.
Examples.
Cardiologist appointment. skilled cardiologist. My grandfather is seeing a cardiologist to monitor his heart condition.
Shorthand.
A system of rapid handwriting or abbreviation that uses symbols, abbreviations, or other devices to represent words or phrases, a short and simple way of expressing or describing something.
Examples:
Learn shorthand. Write in shorthand. The secretary's shorthand was so good that she could type up meeting minutes within minutes.